Welcome to the Nightcap. It's your girl, Carolina Sanchez. And on this show, we've talked about cheating many a times. But what about financial infidelity? That means maybe your partner's got a secret credit card, or you're hiding money in a bank account they know nothing about, or y'all got married and you found out there are thousands of dollars in debt. Yeah, financial infidelity. We're gonna get into it with a couple of examples and an expert who's gonna help us protect ourselves from those instances. But first, we need a drink in our hand, and I've got Miriam in the building. Hey, girl.
Hi, Queen.
All right, you've got a cocktail for us?
I do. It's called the Talk Verde to me.
Oh, talk verde to me, which, if you don't know, verde is green, so we're gonna talk that money.
It's fitting, so.
We gotta do it. All right, you gonna show me how to make this later?
I am. It's a mezcal passion fruit infused moment. She's girly, she's spicy, she's good.
So. Perfect for tonight.
Yeah, it's good.
All right, I'll be back with you, but let's get into it.
Yeah, what's up for a nightcap? Chill, you know, kick back.
I am so excited to talk about this because I feel like so many people go through it or don't even know anything about it, and it might be happening to you right now and you're unaware. But we've got two women who are brave enough to share their experience with this so that you can look out for the red flags. All right, and they're familiar faces. We've got Sunny Ray back in the building.
Hey,
Hey
guys,
girl.
good to be here. Good to see you.
I know, such a horrible topic though, but I'm happy you're here. And then we've got Jasmine LaCour back. Welcome back.
Hey, girl, hey.
Sorry to bring you for this, but y'all volunteered to share. Did y'all know anything about financial infidelity before it happened to you?
No.
No.
Absolutely no idea.
I didn't know that it was even a thing.
Me neither.
Yeah.
We just hear about gold diggers. We don't hear about anything else, you know?
Oh, yeah. I mean, the interesting thing is that we got two women on the couch doing this. It's not a man here talking about a woman. And not that y'all don't exist. Y'all just didn't volunteer to come on. Okay, so
We got each other, girl.
all right, without getting into the nitty gritty, just give us like a very quick surface level and then we'll dive in deep.
Okay.
So for me, I feel like I've just kind of always been the person that was the breadwinner. And I do feel like that it was all three things, like the secret credit cards, the financial irresponsibility, and then just like financial manipulation, what I've experienced.
Damn.
So.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I think same thing. I think I was just really naive to the idea that a man could manipulate you and take advantage of you financially, or advantage of your situation. So I think just not having that overall awareness and idea that it could be you. So yeah, and it really plays with your trust, and it plays with your view on money.
All right, well, now let's dive in. Whoever wants to go first, let's share what happened to you with the financial troubles that your partner brought about.
So for me, it was just not being 100% honest about their spending habits, about their endeavors, hobbies, things of that nature.
Was this a boyfriend, a fiance, a husband? What was this? A past lover.
It was a past lover that I had been with for a long time. Not to name any names, but yeah. So they just, it was. We will say there were money being spent on things that I was not aware of.
Are we talking extravagant flights on other people, on
other women?
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Other women, other hobbies, extracurricular activities, I should say. Not sure if I can go deep on that, but yeah, just.
You can.
Okay,
if
drugs,
drugs
that I was not aware of. Yeah, so, and then it would just come back to a moment where, hey, do you have an extra $1,000 for rent, because I don't have it? And it's like, what? So, you know, moments like that, it would just kind of catch me off guard and just, yeah.
Okay. So when did it come to a head for you?
Like, when did I stop it?
And when did you realize this was happening?
It was
Because it sounds like you didn't know the money habits this person was having.
I didn't know the money habits, and I didn't know the money habits, and I did not expect that I was being taken advantage of.
Right.
Because we had been together for so long, and we had so many things together, joint things together. So it didn't dawn on me like this Negro is taking advantage of you. Like this person is taking advantage of you. And so when it did dawn on me, it was really when I realized I was giving so much and giving, and there was not a return on investment, or there was not anything being given back towards me. And then I was realizing that, okay, I'm stretching myself thin because you're not handling your responsibilities in the way or the fashion that they should be handled.
So what was the straw that broke the camel's back, and when did you finally see, like, oh, you spent a lot of money, your money and my money?
When I realized that if I don't stop now, it could affect my business, because I'm a business owner. So I didn't want it to go to the point where it was taking profit from my business, or I can't pay my every time I pay myself out for my business, it's gone. So I'm not seeing a profit. So that's where I was like, once I got to that one point where I realized if I don't stop this now, I'm not going to receive my profit. Yeah, no, you can't play with my business or my money, because I also have employees that I have to pay.
Of course. And so did you feel like he tried to manipulate you as you were making your exit?
Definitely. That's when that narcissistic attitude comes in, and it's more of, it's your fault.
You
So,
did this to me, right?
Yeah, you did this to me, or you should have said this, or you could have spoken up more, or you didn't have, and it's like, well, okay, bye, see you later, done. Just cut all ties.
Okay. Well, the entire time, Sunny was sitting here like, So I know you've got a lot to share, and I know you agree with a lot of things.
I do. I mean, honestly, like, verbatim, everything that she said.
Oh, don't worry. We're going to dive into yours.
Listen,
Stay right there, because we got to hear Sunny Ray's story. And we have a financial advisor joining us to make sure we've got these ladies protected for the future, and you at home to catch these signs and protect yourself and prevent this naughty, nasty business. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We're discussing financial infidelity, where there is, you and your romantic partner, and there is some deceit involving money, whether it's you or them. And I've got two examples here with Sunny Ray and Jasmine LaCour. Jasmine just shared a lot about her story, and now Sunny, who was nodding the entire time and in agreement with Jazz. Baby, what happened with you?
So for me, this has just been kind of like an ongoing pattern, pretty much just my entire adult life, and I never.
Oh, so this is multiple relationships.
It's multiple, and literally by like the 75th time it happened, like I was like, okay, this has to stop. Actually, my dad is the one who had a conversation with me. He's like, you need to just start mirroring like their energy, and when you don't, like, just even if you have it, say I don't have it, and see what happens. And that's kind of what happens. What happened. And when he realized that I was no longer going to save him from, this, I need $1,000 or I need $200 right now, otherwise, this is going to get shut off, this is going to get repoed or whatever, that turned into, okay, we need to see other people, because, as soon as I cut off the finance, like as soon as I shut that water fountain off, that like our relationship just went down the drain. But for me, it was also taken away from my business. And when I really sat down and was trying to figure out the finances, and I saw just how much was being spent versus what he was bringing in, it was like in 1 month and like 45 days time, we spent double what he makes in a year. And I was like, okay, so like, this is,
that's big.
Right.
That's a lot.
45 days, so double of what he makes in a year. Not in a 45-day period, not in a month period, but a year spent in 45 days?
In 45 days,
What are you spending this money on?
Debt that he had, not just, okay, I knew about the debt in the beginning. I knew about, there was a little over $100,000 in debt. And so I was like, okay, I will help you with this. Like, let's call, a credit person, whatever.
You're a loving
and
woman.
I was so dumb, and I was in love, and, I was just really just trying to be.
And not everyone not everyone is awful, right? Like
Yeah, no,
maybe you could have helped him and y'all
Right.
would be living a very different life. But
Yeah.
yeah, this one was not the one. Okay,
yeah,
got it. I'm
but,
sorry.
Yeah, I mean, but I really, when you're in love, like they like love. They say love is blind. You are blind to that. Like you are not seeing unless you were actually writing it down. And then it got to the point to where when I try to have these conversations and said, hey, look, we really need to talk about our finances. Like you have to get a side hustle of some sort. There's got to be something that we can do, even if it's just being more aware and me not being the one that we both have to rely on all the time, 150% of the time. Like it's exhausting. And so the hole just got deeper and deeper and deeper. But every time I tried to have an adult conversation about our finances, I felt like I was in trouble. Like that would cause a fight. Like I could just see like, you know, the look in his eyes, like very angry with me, you know, and then even like calling me names, like calling me stupid, like telling me we can afford this, like you're dumb, like we're blessed, we only live once, like, you know, like we need to do this, and like we should go on this trip or we should do this, and like I want all of these things. And you know, I thought maybe,
But on your dime.
yeah, on my dime, right?
Not on all our dime.
But
It's
I did. What I
literally your
will
dime.
say is that I was given a lot of promises that never came true. Like, oh, I promise I'm going to do this. Oh, I promise I'm going to, you know, when I
Pay
get
that.
this check, then I will do this. But for me, when I started to do animal welfare and I started to realize how much money it takes to actually feed and give medical to animals that are on the Houston euthanization list, it is very expensive. For example, my dog cost me $4,000 in medical. And when I realized this bad habit is actually costing lives, like my whole purpose on this planet is to do that, that's when I was like, okay, this has got to stop. Like it's just not even for me. Like I didn't even care about it for me, but just the overall, like that my business, my foundation that I wanted to start, I was like, okay, yeah, like if we didn't go down this hole of wanting all this stuff and eating out all the time and going on all these trips, I could have been the big
Saving
daddy
so many.
investor that I needed
Yeah.
for my business to actually be, you know, an animal welfare facility, which it's not yet. And that's when I realized that's the straw that broke the camel's back.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Now, see, what has saved both of you is that you had businesses
Thank
as
God.
entrepreneurs.
You know what I mean?
I feel
Thank
like
God.
so
Yeah.
many women don't have businesses, and they might still be in that tank and might be filing for bankruptcy because of their partner. Okay, well, we're gonna get a talking to from a financial advisor
bless.
coming up next. Wish you would have had her beforehand. All right, you'll be right back. We're gonna get expert advice after the break. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We've been talking about various forms of financial infidelity, and baby, if it resonated with you, it is time to listen up. Sunny and Jazz have shared their experience, but now we have Stepheny Jacquez, who is a financial advisor and the woman behind CEO Mindset Insurance and Finance. And baby, you got to hear what these ladies said, and I assume you were like shaking.
Yes, I was shaking. It was hurting my heart knowing that you ladies are going through the situations, but it's more common than we think.
Yeah.
A lot of us aren't having the conversations, the tough conversations early on in relationships that can lead to situations like this. But it's just about being aware.
So when you heard their stories, what were the first things that came up to your mind that you're like, if they would have done this, other than the communication, they could have been saved from losing so much of their own money?
I think for the most important part is sitting always down with the professional. Having those plans early on and being open with yourself of what goals you want, setting up your finances, retirement accounts, savings, splitting up your money. That way you're on top of it from the beginning. If you're starting to see red flags early on, that can really help.
And you know what I've learned over time and in my own marriage is that finance wasn't a conversation.
It's a taboo.
And I don't find that it's a taboo. It was just like, you know, do we want the same amount of kids? Do we agree on religion? Do we, you know, love the same way? Can you handle my days? And that's it. Like, we don't go into like, what are your financial goals? What's your spending habits? That's just not a conversation to be had.
What's your credit score?
What's your credit score? How should we be approaching that when we're
Just like every other conversation, just like kids, we're talking about kids. Now let's talk about money. What savings do we want? When do we want to retire? what budget do we want to have on each other? Are we having joint accounts, separate accounts? What is our investments going to look like? How do we want to retire? It's having the upfront conversations early on. I say within 3 to 6 months of knowing a person, you should start having these conversations.
3 to 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to understand somebody's habit, because I would say serious is maybe 8 months, but you want to understand what their habits are and watch them when you're out. How are they spending? Are they either being stingy? If you're bringing up the conversation, are they getting defensive? Do they not want to talk about it? And defensiveness is always going to be a red flag. Because if you're open and you want to build with someone, it should be a conversation that you're comfortable having. So if you're in that situation, go to a financial professional. You can start with the credit repair specialist. You can start with the financial advisor, but definitely have the conversation. It's like going to your doctor, going to a therapist. When we think about money, who are you going to? And these are conversations that need to be had.
And actually, as you say this, I have no idea, like, how do you find a financial advisor?
I'm right here.
I'm right here. All right, we are broadcast, all over the world. So how do they find someone near there? Obviously, if you're in Houston, CEO, Mindset, Insurance, and Finance. But
Correct.
is
You
it
can
just
do a
Googling?
simple Google search, wealth management, financial advisor, insurance professional. Just put it into your system, and a banker.
How do you
Same with
vet
banks.
someone to make sure that they are actually good at handling money or could
I would
advise you?
say
Reviews.
meeting one-on-one. You interview your professionals. Are we aligned? Do they have the same goals? Do they understand my background and the relationship that a lot of people have with money? Because money is also an emotional connection. So are they understanding that? So definitely ask all the questions. Are they aligned with you, with the future goals? Do you feel comfortable with them? Because it's like you go to a doctor, sometimes you don't connect and you don't feel comfortable. You have to go through multiple ones to find your doctor. So that's the same process.
Absolutely. And one last question. I mean, obviously, the relationships that we heard, these two examples, obviously, they were harmful, they were parasitic. Is there a way to come back from financial?
Definitely. I believe so. I believe so. There is a way. If you find it, if it was not done maliciously, the person just found themselves in a situation because they didn't know how to manage, you just have set boundaries, have the conversation. This is all that's on the table. This is all the debt. This is a credit score. Let's put a plan in place so we can move forward. If you have to separate bank accounts in that moment until they build better habits, that is okay.
Girl, I'm separating, period.
Separate if it's not for you,
like,
and you know in your gut that it's not for you, then that is okay. Sometimes I deal with clients that their business just went downhill. It was a bad market, and they found themselves in debt or IRS debt, and they don't know how to bring that up to their spouse, and that's not done maliciously. So you could recover from that.
Amazing. Stepheny, thank you so much.
Of
And
course.
you've definitely helped some people. And if sounds like you need a financial advisor, CEO, Mindset, Insurance, and Finance. All right, ladies, I know y'all ain't going to make them same mistake again, right?
Never again.
Oh, no.
No, I'm here now. You know me.
I just thank God I didn't go into debt with that.
I know.
And so many people
Still got my
do.
money.
And that's okay. There's a way out of it. All right, coming up next, I'm heading behind the bar because we got Miriam in the building. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Nightcap. I'm behind the bar now because I've got Miriam in the building, and it's time to do what? Back that glass up! And girl, you had us backing that ass up with this cocktail. Let me tell you, we finished it. It was delicious. All right, what was it again?
So it's called the Tog Verde to me, or the Tog Verde for the, no sabos in the house, if you will.
There's many.
So it's a mezcal passion fruit mixto. I like it. It's one of my favorites. This Amares Verde is my favorite mezcal actually on the market at the moment. It is woman owned, so another big fact.
Shout
you can
out to
find
the
it any
queens.
specs. It's got coconut cream, orange juice, strawberry puree, serrano tincture, and a little bit of lime to kick it off.
Ooh, all right, let's make another one,
Let's
baby.
do it. Let's cook
Let's
her.
throw a little bit more of that spicy.
Yeah,
too.
let's do it.
All right,
boo.
so Miriam, where can we find you at, girl?
So currently I work at a couple bars. My favorite is going to be 8 Row Flint East End. Shout out East Side.
And you guys just had a celebration.
Yes, it's going to be our 3-year actually. We're really proud of that.
Amazing.
On 420, no doubt. So.
Of course, of course.
Yeah, I also work in live music. I work at the venues in downtown. I work at 713 Music Hall as well as Bayou Music Center. I really enjoy that. Live music is kind of my passion, so I'm really lucky to get to fuse work and passion together. So it's really
Yeah,
good.
that's amazing.
Spice Girl, here we go. Ready?
A little bit. Oh. When I said a little bit, she understood I meant a little bit
A lot
more.
of poopy, and then we do what?
We shake it.
Yes, girl.
I used to do this every time. I haven't done this in so long. All right, baby girl, you heard the conversation.
Yes.
What did you think? Can you relate?
Sadly, so deeply, darling.
No.
Yes, but you know, we live and we learn. As women, what do? We live and we learn from our what? Our life instances. So.
Yeah, we sure do.
What you got here, girl?
Oh yeah. But she's gonna get through it. You gonna get through it. Everybody gonna get through it, right?
I'm gonna cheers.
And we're gonna cheers to that because, ladies, we ain't gonna get taken advantage of no more.
No more, girl.
We're gonna get our money in order. Our paper gonna stack up, and we're gonna prosper over and over again.
Every time, boo.
Every time.
We're
You know
gonna
what
call
else?
Stepheny in 3 to 6 months of our relationship and say, "Girl, help us."
3 to 6 months.
3 to 6 months.
Have that conversation in 3
Yeah.
to 6 months. And we're gonna check out our girl Miriam wherever she goes.
Yes.
Cheers to y'all.
Cheers.
All right,
Cheers.
We'll see you guys next time. Bye. We've got every episode of the Nightcap, and we can go for hours. Download the Fox Local app on any of the following smart TV platforms and get in on the fun.